Look, it's not the place that they want to be, is it? Because they've got the players to really do well, but performances have not been, they haven't been able to put things together. And I know, if you talk to people in Sri Lanka cricket, I don't mean the organization, but people like who follow Sri Lanka cricket, everyone's kind of trying to find loopholes how you get SSC back. You have to get them in the top tier. They're one of the oldest clubs in the country, one of the most prominent clubs in the country. But this is how it should be, right? This is
Hmm.
how it should be. It should be based on merit, on how well you perform.
Yep.
And no matter what type of players you have, what your budget is, how old, what kind of history you have, if you can't put the performances together on the field, then that's how the system should work, right? And as disappointing as it is to have a team like that with such talented players, a lot of youngsters in that side, having these kind of performances,
Hmm.
that's the way the game goes, right? Like, you have to deal with it. Like, if they can't put together good performances, then they don't deserve to be in the top tier, and they don't deserve to be in the company of other teams that are doing well.
Absolutely. And all the more with that level of talent, right? There should be no excuse. And even the guys who aren't sort of
And
on.
resources, right? Like,
Yeah,
talk about the
exactly.
grounds, the gyms, everything at their disposal.
Yep. And these are even if the best players, the SSC's best players, aren't there, they still have a really, really, really good side, right? They have guys who are earmarked for stardom in the future. They just need to play better. And I agree with Estelle, right? Like if you're going to have a lot of club teams, make them earn their place there.
Mm.
Nick, your thoughts on it, and sort of maybe some historical precedent for what's going on?
Yeah, it's wild and it's worrying. Quick word on the Malays. Big up Malay CC because I think
Yes.
they're like I might be wrong about this, but they're one of the oldest clubs in Sri Lanka after the CCC and the Colts. I think they might be the third oldest, certainly way older than the likes of NCC, SSC, Tamil Union, dating back, if memory serves right, to the 1850s. I actually didn't realize they still existed. So I was chuffed to see the Malays back in the headline. Big up Malay CC. But yeah, I mean, for SSC, for a team with Avishka, Dasun, and Charith batting in the top six to be bowled out for 100. I couldn't see. I couldn't get a scorecard, so I couldn't see where it was played, but it looked like the SSC from the pictures that I saw. So I assume that like it wasn't a terrible track or anything that has caused this to happen. That it's
Yeah.
just batting fallibilities. Yeah, worrying that guys who we're relying on to make runs for Sri Lanka are being blown out by a second tier side, but it's great for cricket. Great
Yeah.
to see. And yeah, as SD says, this is what club cricket's about, right? If you're going to have all these teams, then you want it to be competitive. It can't be safeguarded so that
Yeah.
the top sides always get their way. And so it's great to see and maybe opening people's eyes to a depth of talent across
Mhm.
Sri Lanka, which has often been assumed doesn't exist.
Yeah, like I just pulled up the scorecard. Chamindu, this is the top seven. Chamindu Wickramasinghe, Krishan Sanjula, Dasun Chanaka, Dinura Kalupahana, Avishka, Charith, Nuanindo batting at seven. I mean, you could think of a lot. There are a lot of critiques you might
Mm.
make of that particular lineup order, but those guys are all extraordinarily talented players who should be scoring more than sometimes it's not your day. That's fair, but scoring more than 100 runs in a final. And really cool info, Nick, on Malay CC and their sort of long history, and it's great to see them do so well.